Ancient DNA reveals shocking truths about historical figures and human migrations. Let's begin with an overview. The past hiding in our blood for thousands of years. Human history has been written by victors, shaped by myths, and preserved through fragile texts and fading monuments. Kings carved their victories into stone. Empires erased inconvenient truths. Legends replaced facts. But today, history has a new narrator. It doesn't speak through scrolls or statues. It speaks through DNA, locked inside ancient bones, teeth, and hair strands is a biological record more honest than any chronicle. In the last 2 decades, breakthroughs in ancient DNA analysis have revolutionized our understanding of who we really are, where we came from, and how civilizations rose, mixed, and fell. This is not just about ancestry. Ancient DNA has exposed royal scandals, overturned national myths, rewritten migration maps, and revealed lost populations that vanished without leaving a name behind. Tonight, we uncover the shocking truths hidden in ancient genomes and how they are reshaping everything we thought we knew about history. Chapter 1. How ancient DNA is recovered. Extracting DNA from ancient remains is a race against time. DNA begins to degrade the moment a person dies. Heat, moisture, bacteria, and oxygen slowly break genetic material into fragments. After a few thousand years, what remains is often barely recognizable. For decades, scientists believed ancient DNA was impossible to recover. That changed in the 1980s. By drilling into the petrous bone, the densest bone in the human body located near the inner ear, scientists found genetic material protected from the elements. Teeth also proved to be valuable genetic vaults. Using cleanroom laboratories, researchers isolate microscopic DNA fragments, remove contamination, and use advanced sequencing machines to reconstruct genomes piece by piece. What emerges is a molecular time capsule, one that can reveal physical traits, ancestral origins, disease susceptibility, family relationships, migration patterns spanning thousands of years. Ancient DNA doesn't speculate. It confirms. Chapter 2. DNA's legendary rulers. King Tutankhamun. The frail pharaoh for centuries, King Tutankhamun was imagined as a strong godlike ruler. Dina told a different story. Genetic testing revealed that Tutankhamun was the product of close royal inbreeding. He suffered from bone deformities, a cleft palate, malaria, a compromised immune system. He walked with a cane. Over 100 were found in his tomb. The golden mask hid a fragile young man whose lineage, meant to preserve divine bloodlines, ultimately weakened him. Richard III, England's most misunderstood king. Shakespeare portrayed Richard III as a twisted villain. DNA exhumed the truth. When skeletons found beneath a Leicester parking lot were tested, genetic analysis confirmed they belonged to Richard III. The remains revealed severe scoliosis, but no hunchback battle wounds, consistent with eyewitness accounts. No evidence of physical deformities described by propaganda. Even more shocking, DNA testing exposed false royal ancestry claims in England. Modern royal lineage revealing historical cases of misattributed paternity. Royal bloodlines, it turns out, are far messier than history admits. The Roman emperors, not who we thought. Ancient DNA from imperial Roman burial sites revealed something unexpected. Many elite Romans were not genetically Roman at all. Their ancestry traced to North Africa, the Middle East, Anatolia, the Balkans. Rome wasn't just an empire. It was a genetic melting pot. Chapter 3. The Great Migrations that built civilizations. The Indo-European expansion. One of the biggest mysteries in history was how Indo-European languages spread across Europe and Asia. DNA solved it. Genetic evidence shows that around 5,000 years ago, steppe herders from the Ponto-Caspian region migrated west and south. They brought horses, introduced wheeled vehicles, spread new social hierarchies, replaced or absorbed existing populations. This migration reshaped Europe's genetic landscape permanently. Modern Europeans still carry steppe DNA today. Neolithic farmers. The first population replacement hunter-gatherers once dominated Europe. Then came farmers from Anatolia. Ancient DNA shows that early farmers didn't just share agricultural knowledge, they replaced entire populations. Over generations, Indigenous hunter-gatherer DNA nearly vanished. Farming communities expanded rapidly. Diets, tools, and beliefs transformed civilization, spread not through ideas alone but through people. Africa's forgotten migrations. Africa holds the deepest genetic history on Earth. Ancient DNA revealed massive population movements within Africa long before colonial times. Interactions between hunter-gatherers, pastoralists, and agriculturalists. Genetic traces of unknown hominin groups that no longer exist. Some African populations carried DNA from extinct human relatives, yet to be fully identified. Chapter 4. Humans who weren't quite human. Neanderthals, still inside us for years. Neanderthals were considered evolutionary dead ends. DNA proved otherwise. Modern humans outside Africa carry 1 to 4% Neanderthal DNA. These genes influence immune response, skin pigmentation, pain sensitivity, risk of certain diseases. Neanderthals didn't disappear. They merged. Denisovans, ghost humans, discovered through a single finger bone in Siberia. Denisovans were unknown to science until DNA revealed their existence. Today, Melanesian and Aboriginal Australian populations carry Denisovan DNA. Some genes enhanced oxygen efficiency at high altitudes, others influence immune defenses. An entire human species discovered not through fossils, but genetics. Chapter 5. Myths shattered by DNA. The pure blood myth. Many cultures claimed ancestral purity. DNA dismantled this idea completely. Every human population shows evidence of migration, mixing, assimilation, replacement. No civilization was ever isolated. Human history is a story of movement and interconnection. The Vikings, not just Scandinavian raiders. Ancient DNA from Viking graves revealed individuals of Middle Eastern and Central Asian ancestry. Women warriors previously dismissed by historians. Trade routes stretching from Canada to the Silk Road. Viking identity was cultural, not genetic. Chapter 6. Lost civilizations found through genes. DNA has revealed populations that archaeology never identified. In Europe, genetic evidence shows entire cultures vanished without written records. Sudden population collapses from disease or climate change. Replacement events so complete they erased genetic signatures. History forgot them. DNA remembered. Chapter 7. Ethical questions and controversies. Ancient DNA research raises difficult questions. Who owns ancestral remains? Should DNA redefine modern identity? Can genetics be misused for political agendas? Some governments resist findings that contradict national narratives. Science, however, does not negotiate with mythology. A summary on a new human story. Ancient DNA has changed history forever. It has revealed kings were not divine, empires were multicultural migrations, shaped civilization. Humanity is deeply interconnected. Every genome is a library. Every person carries echoes of ancient journeys. Every myth must now answer to science. The past is no longer silent. It speaks through us. And the more we listen, the more we realize human history is not divided by borders. It is united by blood.